We've been a manufacturing community for a lot of years in the Quad Cities. When I was a kid, I worked at International Harvester. So I worked in the plant, which we now own, and we are now turned into an economic engine, once again, for the city of East Moline.
I grew up in East Moline. I've lived here all my life. Obviously, over the years, East Moline and the Quad Cities has changed quite a bit.
So when that plant closed, it was a big sound in this community of losing jobs.
For people who've lived here all our lives, we knew what that site used to do, what it used to be.
When we first proposed the project, I think people looked at us like we were out of our minds because they said, well, shouldn't they build another factory here? But we didn't see our community that way. We saw our community growing and diversifying.
So this is a perfect example of how you do urban renewal, and what better way than 132 acres with pristine riverfront.
It's an old industrial site. It helps tell the story from when we used our riverfronts as our industrial sites because of the power that they generated and the transportation that they offered. And now we're turning them into recreational and residential uses.
This will be an attainment of a goal in that we're going to be able to provide to the community something that it hasn't had before.
We're recapturing the riverfront, taking away the manufacturing, and building tourism. And it's a very exciting opportunity.
I moved to this region just over a year ago, and it was quite evident to me what had been built in the past 5 years. This region will look significantly different 5 years from now. This project will absolutely be the cornerstone of some of that difference.
It's 132 acres with a mile of unobstructed riverfront, and we thought this land's too beautiful just to sit empty.
For those of us who grew up here, we more or less have taken our river for granted. We have this great asset called the Mississippi River. People want to see it. We have a levee. This does give it the protection that you can build something there and not have to worry about the Mississippi flooding.
This is a catalytic project for East Moline. There have been very nice projects in each of the other cities in the Quad Cities. East Moline with this project is the latest and I think probably one of the greatest projects that's coming.
I'm very proud that we will be the first one in the Quad Cities, having a hotel the caliber of a Hyatt.
We think this is the final piece of the puzzle that's going to help the Quad Cities maintain what's been a really good run on its economic front. So we want to continue that momentum that we have on the riverfront. We are now at the point where we're going to create something positive in our hometown community. And really, I don't know what could be better.
Just because of its location, because of its prime siting on the Mississippi River, the size of the site, the architectural design, the hotels you've attracted, the apartments that are going to be there, I think it will absolutely be a game changer for East Moline.